We are building a finance tracker application to actually help users be able to manage their finances and do stuff like that. So today, I've actually gone ahead to work on this application and make it better than it was before. We actually did some pretty wonderful things on the previous build, but I said I was going to go further and actually, you know, build better features and integrate better functionality. Yeah, so far I've done so, and we are using Lovable AI. It's absolutely wonderful. So what I'm gonna do straight up, I'm gonna walk you through the finished build, and then I'm gonna come back to this interface and walk you through literally everything I did so far. Okay, the chats, and I'll walk you through the history. We're gonna go back and see different versions, as I progressed, because I'm not gonna rewrite everything I already wrote. I did it in my spare time, and I'm literally just gonna walk you through it. So I'm gonna come over here and click open preview in new tab. All right, and because the previous video I actually had my camera turned on, but right now you don't see me because it's literally, I think it's like 2:30 a.m. right now. Okay, and I just want to show you this build, and that's pretty much about it. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so over here you can see, I mean, this just looks absolutely stunning. It looks just really good. Look over there. You're gonna see the fin track, and that's the header. You see the logo there, fin track, and over here you see the notifications, the bell icon for you to be able to see your notifications. Now over here, you've got the profile icon there for you to be able to do more things. If you clicked on that, it's gonna tell you notifications. Here's a pop-up. You have no new notifications, okay? So that's literally what that one does. I'm gonna close that, and if I clicked on this one, clicking on this one brings these out. You've got the profile settings and you've got the sign out. Okay, so that's really good. You go to the profile settings and you could sign out. Right now, you cannot really sign in or sign out literally because I haven't actually implemented that one. All right, so that's for that one over there. So this is the dashboard. We've got the menu over here that's really beautiful, and you can click over here to actually collapse that. Okay, click on it again, and it's gonna, bring it out for you, and you could just go through the menu. I did add a couple of things here. Do you know what? I'm just gonna go through this, one after the other, and then you're gonna see everything, and then I'm gonna take you back right over here in just a little bit so you can understand or see how I actually prompted and what I did. Okay, so just to say this again, if you've not checked out the first video, I highly recommend for you to go check out that one first and then come back to this one. Okay, the link is gonna be somewhere. All right. Yeah, so and just before I continue, I do want to say that a lot of you guys watch my videos, but you barely hit the subscribe button. Come on, look at me recording at this time of the night, right? I would appreciate for you to just hit the subscribe button, okay? Thank you. All right, let's do this now. And by all means, turn on your notifications. Okay, so this is the dashboard, financial overview, track your finances with ease. Here, you got these, boxes. They just give you more information, kind of like, yeah, pretty much more information about your um finances and stuff like that. So here you can see total balance. You can see the icon there, and you can see, I mean, the build is just really beautiful. The fact that you can actually use an AI platform to create stuff like this in minutes, or accumulatively, maybe an hour 30 minutes, probably 2 hours, but the fact remains that you don't write any code. All right, I'm not done with this build yet because I'm thinking about probably still using Lovable AI, and I'm gonna integrate, the back end and do stuff and actually make this work very nicely. Right now, this is just the front end. Okay, or probably I might take it a courser, All right, so over here we've got total balance. All right, and you can see that there. You can see this little guy there. You know, that's just really good. Monthly expenses, you can see the icon over there. You can see the amount, and you can see now this denotes you have that shade of red. Okay, now we've got monthly savings. There's an icon, I'm just looking at the little things, they're just really wonderful, investments. You can see the icon there, you can see the amount, and you can see that. Right now over here, you've got add income. Click on that, and then you get this, okay? You can actually add income, add the amounts, add the description, okay? And yeah, I mean, that's really good. I mean, you wouldn't want to use this all the time, yeah? You would want to actually type the description that would just add that for you. And over here you could add expense, yeah. So you can add the amounts and add description, and you add expense. Right, so and over here now this is the dashboard, but then you get to see recent transactions over here: salary, groceries, utilities, and stuff like that. Now, the one that actually I think, okay, yeah, the income would be the green one, and then the expense or the expenses would be the red ones. Okay, good. So there we go. Let's go on from there and go to analytics. All right, just go there right away. And you could literally collapse this. Let's collapse this, all right, and have a full view. We would have done that over here, but that's fine. Okay, so here we go. Analytics, view your financial analytics and trends. And you've got this as well. This section was also here, the dashboard. We had, yeah, a couple of those boxes there as well. So here you've got total revenue, and you've got this, you've got total expenses, you've got this, and you've got net profit. Okay, and if you scroll, you're gonna have this interesting chart, right? You have income versus expenses. Okay, remember we're talking about analytics, okay? And here, yeah, so if you hover over this, now I literally walked through this. So over here, you're gonna see hover over the chart to see detailed monthly figures. Because some people could just come over here and they don't even know what to do, right? If they actually hover over this mistakenly, then they're gonna have an idea. But what if they just passed around? So that's why I put this here, hover over the chart to see detailed monthly figures. So if they don't know what to do, they could just read that, and right off the bat, they already know what to do. Okay, so yeah, so you could just hover over this chart, and you can see for January, the income, the expenses right there. For February, okay, for March, right there. For April, just like that, and then you call this financial insights. You just get some financial insights, based on the data, on your data on this application. You get some financial insights. And here we've got consider reducing non-essential expenses to improve your savings rate. Your expenses exceeded income in March. Consider setting a budget to prevent overspending. Just little insights like this could just really make a great deal. All right, so that's what we get here for analytics. All right, we're just gonna scroll up, and let's see the next one, transactions. All right, so over here, this is what we've got: transactions, manage your transactions. All right, and now here you have the ability to be able to import transactions. Right, if I click on that, then you can be able to actually import a CSV file or an Excel file. Okay, but I don't want to actually import anything right now. But if you were able to do that, the way I actually want to do this is that it's gonna take that file, whether it's Excel or CSV, okay, and then it's gonna be able to intelligently sort that file and literally categorize based on the data there, very nicely the ones that should go into income and the ones that should go into expense, and also the little details there, like the dates, the amounts, description, stuff like that, you know, category. It's nicely place them as they should be placed. But it's just gonna do this very intelligently with you just importing transactions, right? So, for instance, I mean, you want to manage your finances, you want to be able to track your finances, and stuff like that. So, you cannot sit in front of a computer and open Excel files and keep working on Excel files day in, day out, even though you could actually automate things using Excel. That's really beautiful. But having an app like this is really beautiful because now, I mean, think about the fact that, for instance, you could go to your bank, your mobile bank app, and you could request, or you could download rather, your bank statement for the month. So if you have that file, whether it's a PDF or CSV, but this one I did state CSV or Excel, but you have that file, you upload that file, it would literally be able to sort that file and help you, okay, put things out in check. Now, I'm just going to show you what's up here. All right. So that's really what the import transactions point is all about. But over here, you can be able to, of course, add income, add expense, you know, the same functionality from the dashboard. And here you would be able to see recent transactions. All right. And not just that, I do have a couple more things here. This is the list view. All right. This is a table layout. Okay. You can see recent transactions still. You can see the type. You can see description. You can see dates. You can see amount. So if you were able to do this, maybe you just downloaded your bank statement for the month. Now it would be able to intelligently sort that data and just categorize things in their right place in a very organized manner. It's absolutely insane, really beautiful. And also there is another layout here, the grid layout. You know, you could just say, all right, I just want to flip, scroll, or I need a table, whatever you want, you know. I mean, think about this. You could actually code this up, all right? And yeah, by all means, you could do this. But the fact that you have an AI platform that can just, I mean, prompt to code or prompt to design, it is fantastic. All right. So over here, we're gonna go back to the list view. This is really good, but you could switch views actually. Okay, so let's see the next one, cards. Okay, that's that one. Now this is cards. Okay, we're gonna collapse this. All right, once you look there, you're gonna see you've got different cards. Yeah, you could have a Visa card, you could have a MasterCard, and you could actually add a new card. And when you click on that, you're gonna have the ability to actually add the card type, whether it's Visa, MasterCard, whatever, the card number, the expiry date, and probably more information, residence, and stuff like that. Oops, I did not fix this one. When you hover, you're gonna see the cancel, but when you don't, there should be a black text color. Okay, so that's what this one is about. Because again, the fact that you can actually go to transaction analytics or transactions, yeah, and be able to have a bulk import, you could do that. You could literally do that instead of manually one after the other. Because if I go there again, transactions, you're gonna see that you can actually add income, you can add expense, but you don't want to sit down doing this one after the other. That's just gonna be very boring. You want to be able to add things in bulk. So then you can import transactions. But what if you don't even want to add things? But there is going to be a smart way to go around this. If you're not just tracking things with paper cash, when you spend paper cash, rather, let's say you use your cards. you know, you literally use the cards, whatever kind it is, So all you need to do would be to actually link your card to this application. We'll go to cards again, and whatever you spend, when you make, you know, a transfer, whatever, once there is a task, something done using that card, it would literally be able to categorize and bring it here. All right, so that's another automation there. So you don't need to do bulk imports even. You could link your cards. So that's what this one is about. All right, but I know implementing this, there's gonna be, it's gonna be a little bit, do you know what? I'm gonna get to that part and really look into it. I do not know if I want to really continue this build and really take it very seriously, but let's just keep going, okay? All right, so that's what we'll get for that one, cards. And right here, we've got planning. This is another beautiful, section I added. So financial planning, plan and track your regular expenses. I'm gonna think about it. The fact that you have the dashboard there, like a summary of, most of the things you've got there, like a summary of the application and the data on the app. But then we've got the analytics, okay, transactions, cards, and stuff like that. But you want to be able to have this. It's all about, finances, yeah. So this application should be able to help you plan. That's why we have financial planning here. So we've got plan and track your regular expenses. All right. Now, if you go over to analytics, there is a section called financial insights. It gives you, recommendations, advice based on the data it's got. You know, these are unique data to you, right? So, for instance, here you could have defaults, things that you spend money on. For instance, a category like housing, what's your mortgage or rent? You put the amounts there, what you spend on rent. What Then we'll talk about another category here, utilities. What you spend on internet subscription, what you spend on your phone, what you spend on electricity, yeah, what you spend on water, okay, you know, all of these things are just suggestions. You could put whatever makes sense to you or what you actually spend money on. And here we've got transportation, what you spend um on gas, or fuel or diesel or whatever. Um then over here, um we've got food, what you spend on groceries, we've got insurance, and stuff like that. And if I were to add anything here, so if this application actually has an idea of what you actually do, all right, like your defaults expenditure and stuff like that, it would be able to look at how you spend and even things that aren't part of the defaults, stuff like that, and give you really, really good financial insights and advice and stuff like that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add something here, and I'm gonna call this expense name, new expense, just so you're gonna know that it actually works. Then over here, the amount is gonna be 0. That's the default amount, okay? You could always edit. All right, and the category is gonna be, we're gonna place it under any of the existing categories or create a new category. If we were to create a new category, we're gonna have it like so. Now that could be anything else, but I'm just putting it that way so we can actually see it. You go to the bottom of the page, you're gonna see a new category, new expense, and 0 there. Now, if you were to make a change, probably start updating this. Let's say you spend, I don't know, probably $1,000 on rent for the year. Now, over here, it's gonna calculate everything in real time, and you have the total right there. So it literally calculates in real time. And let's say over here, I would add new expense, let's say 500. You see that works, 1500 there. So it's very good, and you could actually delete, okay? Okay, I'm just gonna delete so you see that it actually works. Yeah, it works. I didn't want to delete that, but that's fine. Okay, let's just move on. All right, that's for planning. I mean, there's a lot of things I could say here. We could really iterate and build upon and just refactor and really make things better and better. I just think this is a really good build. All right, we're gonna go to the next one here, settings. All right, and there you've got profile settings. I mean, look at that. We've got the full name, you've got the email address, and we've got notifications, yeah? Settings for notifications. Email notifications, receive email updates about your account. All right, you could turn that on or you can turn it off. Push notifications, receive push notifications about transactions, yeah? Let's say you link your card and you're not really paying attention. You'll receive prompts like this, push notifications like this, and it's gonna just remind you, hey, I gotta go check my app and see what's up there, get some analytics. It's really beautiful. You could turn that off, turn it on back. All right. And save changes, cancel and stuff like that. And look at the footer, this is just really cool. I mean, this is just amazing. Prompts to design and prompts to code. It's just absolutely phenomenal. Okay, so now we're done with this. I'm gonna take you over to the other section and we're gonna see how I prompted. It's gonna be a quick one, okay? I'm almost done with this video. All right, here we are. So I'm just gonna go straight up to the history and show you what's there. Now, yeah, this was the last prompt I was gonna give it, but I think I actually exceeded, the quota for the day. Lovable AI, when you exceed the quota for the day, it's just gonna tell you, hey, you've done a lot for today, all right? You gotta go pro or you wait for the next, day. All right, so yeah, we're just testing these out, okay? So this is the current version. You could revert to a previous version. I did revert twice when, I didn't really get what I wanted, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go back, and I just really wanted to get to, a very good state before making the video. And yep, okay, let's take a look at this. So the first thing I did was this. I'm just gonna walk you through it. So this is it. This is the way it looked the first time. I'm not gonna go ahead and restore it. Okay, no, I'm just gonna show you. So it looked like this, okay? Analytics and stuff like that. Let's go to analytics. Then I hadn't added, the hover there. Do you know what? First off, let's just go to chat. Okay, and see everything so far. Okay, I want to see what's up here. Do you know what? We're gonna go back to history and come back to the current one. And I'm just gonna quickly, read through my prompts and we'll see what's there. So let's go. Yeah, I know you guys are like, come on, you could have done this with us. I mean, I wanted to do something real quick and just update you guys. Okay, so let's see where we are. Um, okay, yeah, this is exactly where I started. Can we create the other pages for the rest of the menu? Remember, previously only the dashboard was working from the previous build. Check out the video if you haven't checked it out. And then it just went on and actually did that, okay? And then I would have want to, side by side walk you through the different versions, going through the history, but I'm just gonna read through the chats real quick. So it actually did that, and then I said in the settings page, this cancel by its color. I was just trying to fix some things. I just, just prompting. I'm just looking for interesting prompts to read to you guys because I don't really need to read everything. Okay, over here, I said in the transaction tab, could we add a button that can enable the user to upload a CSV or Excel file that has their transactions? Maybe going from a bank statement that was actually downloaded. I'm not quite sure what I wrote here. Okay, so they don't have to manually add them into the application one after the other, but then the app would be able to look at the file that could be attached and sort them intelligently whether they should be categorized as income or expense, and also put in the other associated details in the rightful places. Okay. Details like date, amounts, etc. And also, can we enable more than one view, transactions, lists, table, and one more that makes sense that users would like? And depending on the view they choose, the list or table or the other one you would add, the organization of the details should be wonderfully done. Okay. Also add new card in the card section. This was just me prompting. You could read that for yourself, okay? And I mean, I literally showed you how everything works, so I don't need to do that right now. Okay, so yeah. I'm just gonna scroll through this. We had some fixes to do here and there, and stuff like that. So I mean, it was just prompting. Here's another long prompt. Um, yeah, fixing some buttons. Yeah, and stuff like that. You know, so pretty much you could just write English, and it's gonna give you code, create something beautiful for you. Okay, so let's see what we got. This is the first version. Yeah, it looks like this, and this is the second version. It looks like this. Okay, let's go to, let's say, analytics and see what's there. Okay, okay, I think maybe that was, I made some changes to the buttons, so nothing really peculiar to note there. Okay, I think this one was, yeah, a really good comments, you know, comment messages here. We got update settings page, so I just know that, hey, what I did here was to update the settings page. And then it gave me this black. It didn't really do what I wanted. I didn't want it to be black. I wanted it to be white background and then, black text color. So it refactored. And let's go back to the settings and see that. And let's see. All right, now we got it, and stuff like that. Fix the sidebar collapsible type, enhance transactions and analytics. And then if you actually notice this, okay, and this, so this one actually, the dark theme is a little bit light. It's called the slight shade. Okay, and here it's darker. I wanted it that way, you know. Then I wanted to do some more things. I needed this gradient color. If you go to Heroku's website, Heroku, right? Go to Heroku's website. They've got this beautiful gradient, color mixture that I just loved. I wanted to use something like that, but I was just like, you know what? Let's just do this, let's be fast and make the video. So this is the current one right now. And guys, please subscribe to the channel, okay? And like the video, drop a comment, say hello, all right? Help the channel to grow. Thank you so much. All right, so this is what we have, and it's just absolutely beautiful, okay? So I do want to say that you could come over here and publish this if you wanted to. So here you're gonna see visibility, make it public. You can make it private. Well, you're gonna have to upgrade to the starter plan, okay? And you could deploy this, at a custom domain. It's just absolutely phenomenal what you can do. It is insane, okay? There is a lot more videos to come, okay? And yeah, this is a mobile version. A couple of things to fix here, of course, as you can see already, like this, but definitely everything works, yeah. Okay, but yeah, we gotta fix this. Yep. But that's fine anyways. That's what we can do, okay? So there we go. You can actually come over here and add it to, like, link your GitHub, yeah? And you can be able to transfer. If you click here, you're gonna see transfer this repository to your GitHub to collaborate and edit your code. We don't keep a copy. You need to note that they don't keep a copy. So let's say handle your repository carefully to avoid losing your work. All right, so that's it. Just know that they don't keep a copy. Okay, I'm not quite sure if probably they would keep a copy for the starter plan or other pro plans. I'm not quite sure. I need to go to the pricing page and learn more about those. All right, that's pretty much about it. And yeah, I think it's a really cool build. I might keep working on it, and if I do, I'm gonna update you guys. Probably I'm gonna add, the back end and just really get into this. Add, you'd be able to sign up, you know, and add authentication and stuff like that, So, and even you guys might be able to try this if I actually decide to go on with this and try it out, like actually see the fruition. Yeah, but again, if you didn't see the other video, the first one, you want to go check out that video. And yeah, that's pretty much about it for this video. This is the overall build. Yeah, thank you. Like the video, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel. I do have a podcast channel. It's separate from this one. It's called the Joshua Chris Podcast Channel. Here you only see me on this channel. It's my personal channel, but there, my podcast channel, I host industry experts, and it's just really beautiful. We'll talk about tech and lots of things. So you want to go check out that channel and subscribe to that one. All right, I know that this has been pretty much a very long video, but thank you for staying through. I totally appreciate it. Do have a beautiful rest of your day. And cheers.